This is the Evil Never Dies podcast with Brett and Carl. This podcast may contain adult themes, violence, and strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the Evil Never Dies podcast. I'm Brett. What's going on, Carl?
I'm hoping you're not screaming on the show this week.
Am I screaming?
You've been screaming for the past 2 months.
Well, I got this thing far away from me now, so as far as I can get it.
I bet you're still screaming.
I don't fucking know. Maybe I need to move it further back on the other side there. I don't know.
I'm just saying. We've been dealing with this problem for months with you're being too loud and I wasn't loud enough. So
what are you going to do? It ain't like we're professionals.
Well, we should be after 5 years.
Starting on 6 next week. And it's 4th of July. We're recording on 4th of July. We're actually recording a little earlier in the evening before it actually gets dark and you don't hear a war zone in the background.
That's true. I was just saying, I ain't much into 4th of July, so I was going to have to go with the grandkids, but one of them got sick, so I'm out of fireworks.
Got out of the fireworks. Well, like I said, we got enough here in the neighborhood to...
I don't want to hear them. I'm going to drown them out with my freaking TV. I'm going to watch some kind of concert tonight.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Probably Judas Priest.
Judas Priest? Which tour?
Probably with Ripper Owens.
Oh, you got a live of that?
Yeah, I do.
You probably can't find that anymore.
Oh, no, that thing's way out of print. Ripper Owens has been in the news here lately complaining that Priest won't release I think it's Jugulator.
Yep. All the other ones on there on Apple Music. I don't know why they won't do it. Or sell him the rights or something. Shit. Do something.
I don't know. It's annoying, and everybody wants to bitch because he's talking about it, and he's just making comments, man. You know.
I would like to have it. I used to have it on CD. I don't know if I still got it or not.
Yeah, I've got the CD, and I burned them to Apple Music years and years ago. I mean, I don't go around listening to those albums that often, but you know, it's part of the Judas Priest catalog. Rob Halford was not the original singer. That Al Atkins guy was, and actually wrote a lot of the songs on the first couple albums. So, I mean, I'm not taking anything against Rob Halford because he's honestly might be the greatest vocalist in metal history. But, I mean, come on. I'm sure it's probably, I don't know if it's their management or what, but just put it out there.
That's what I say, because it's a really good album. I love that album.
Well, their first 3 albums were on a different label, and they sort of try to bury them too. So I don't know. I don't know what Priest's problem is.
I used to have every Judas Priest album on vinyl, man, back in the day. Had all the original Scorpions on all their original labels and all that. Fuck. I miss my vinyls.
I do not. I kept just a few of them. That's it. Just a very few.
And I'm trying out Willie's Remedy tonight. See how it is.
Oh my God.
It's black cherry lime. It's pretty tasty.
Well, my sister brought this stuff back from wherever the hell she was, Dominican Republic. Some kind of rum and bark and cinnamon sticks and all kinds of weird shit. It's not a very good taste, honestly. It tastes like cough medicine.
Ooh. What's it called? Mamawana?
Mama something.
Mamawana.
Mama, I can't pronounce it in Spanish, but it's not a very good. I just don't think I like rum is my problem.
Yeah, I'm not a big rum drinker either.
It's not a bad taste. It's just not something that I find good. So,
I like just the regular dark rum if I'm going to drink it.
Well, this is some special Dominican Republic thing that I guess everybody drinks when they're there, but don't know.
What proof is it? Does it say what proof it is?
Oops, sorry. I just hit the microphone with my fist. It just says 30% alcohol, whatever that means.
That's like 90 proof, I think.
I'm going to go back to my vanilla drink. I'm happy with it. I'm even drinking it out of a white cup. What do you think of that?
Vanilla and ice only?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're on the rocks kind of guy, so.
This is the end of season 5 tonight?
Yes, it is. Next week will be the beginning of season 6.
So season finale, you had me pick, and I gave you a choice of Hammer Frankenstein movies. We haven't done all of them. And you pick Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, which is the 5th one, which means I think we've skipped 2 and 4. We did 1 and 3. I don't know why we skipped 2. I don't think you had it or couldn't find it or something. And 4 is the one Frankenstein Created Woman, which is not a good movie at all.
I don't know if if it's on streaming or not, but
this?
Only $8. It's only $8 for the Blu-ray on
it's on
Amazon.
Streaming. It's a Warner Brothers release, so you can get it anywhere.
Gotcha.
Probably one of the more available Frankenstein movies of the Hammer world.
Yes. Yes, it's a different type of Frankenstein movie too, as we will get into.
A little bit.
It's still got the main theme, the Frankenstein theme, but.
Well, these movies are about Baron Victor Frankenstein. They're not about the creature. Maybe the very first one a little, but the rest of them are just about the Baron. So.
Gotcha.
Just how he sort of advances as more of a evil monster himself, because he's really the monster in this story. The original Frankenstein, Universal one, the doctor really he was trying to do right, and it just didn't go so well. Well, this Peter Cushing Frankenstein, he's just a bad dude.
Yes,
bad man.
He'll do anything to do his research.
Science. He's after science.
All right, Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. Directed by Terrence Fisher.
We know him because he's directed a lot of the big Hammer films.
Yeah, but he'd taken a hiatus for a while for a few years and didn't direct nothing. This was his first one he directed when he came back. And I think he only did like 2 or 3 or 4, maybe more after this. And
that's about it.
Up until the mid-70s. And then he went out with the Hammer production company, I guess you might say. So, all right, screenplay by Burt Batt. Story by Anthony Nelson Keyes and Burt Batt. Based on Victor Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Produced by Anthony Nelson Keyes. Cinematography, Arthur Grant. edited by Gordon Hales. Music by James Bernard. Your typical Hammer Frankenstein score.
It is very typical. But he's did all the scores, so nothing surprising there.
Nothing surprising, yeah. Production company, Hammer Film Productions. Distributed by Warner Path Distributors. Release date 8th June of 1969 in the UK. But they didn't release it until February 11th, 1970 in the US. So 7-8 months later.
Well, this and Frankenstein Created Woman were released like right back to back almost.
Gotcha.
Different distributors because this one's a Warner Brothers. Actually, it was a Warner Brothers 7 Arts production.
Yeah, actually, this was the last film that they produced distributed under that name.
Right.
They got sold out to a different company. Has a running time of 101 minutes. This is a pretty long Hammer film.
It is long. Yes, it's pretty drawn out.
Country of origin, United Kingdom, English language. Had a budget of £186,331. That equals out to about $250,000 US today. So, at the box office, they didn't really cover that, but in France, it had 586,439 admissions in France alone. I guess they don't keep the stats for the UK.
No, I guess the French like the Victor Frankenstein.
All right, let's go over the cast. We got, first off, Peter Cushing as Baron Victor Frankenstein. Simon Ward as Dr. Carl Holst. Veronica Carlson as Anna Spengler, and she's been in lots and lots of Hammer horror films. Next up, we got Freddie Jones as Professor Richter / the Creature, which I wouldn't even say he was really a creature. Would you?
He was the experiment. So, yeah, I guess for purposes of that, you would kind of consider him a creature.
Yeah, I guess. George Pravada as Dr. Frederick Brandt. Maxine Audley as Ella Brandt. Thorley Walters as Inspector Frisch. Windsor Davies as Police Sergeant. Alan Surtees as Police Sergeant 2. Jeffrey Baladin as Police Doctor. Colette O'Neill as the Mad Woman. She was freaky as shit.
She was mad, yeah. She was pissed off, mad, and crazy all at the same time.
What'd they say? She was in the asylum because she thought there were spiders on her.
Yeah, arachnophobia.
Frank Middlemass as the plumber. Norman Shelley as the pipe smoker. Michael Gover as the newspaper reader. George Belbin as the chess player. Peter Copley as the principal. Jim Collier as Dr. Heidecke. Harold Goodwin as the burglar. And Meadows White as the night watchman. And that is the cast for Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. Oh, shit. Okay. So I guess we can go over the Blu-ray.
You got it there. I got it, of course, too. I've had it since the day it was released.
Like I said, it's $8 on Amazon. Got a really good picture on it. They did a really good job with this picture-wise.
Warner always does a good job with their stuff. That's why I'm gonna miss Warner when Paramount takes over as far as all the restorations and stuff.
Yeah, it's just a bare bones Blu-ray, nothing
There's no
special.
features. There's no anything. There's nothing on it.
Just the trailer for it is all that's on there extra. But there it is right there.
Yep. No flip covers, no nothing. Just
your plain Jane. But picture quality, I give a 5 for it because
it looks great. Yes. I'm kind of wondering, they're going through a trend now of re-releasing Hammer films on 4K. So I'm kind of curious if this one's going to get a 4K release. They will probably outsource it to actual Hammer films themselves in conjunction with Warner Brothers. They've been releasing some of the shittier movies first, like the horror of Frankenstein, which is the 6th, the film that follows this. It's already got a 4K release. That movie doesn't even have Peter Cushing in it. It's more like a retell, sort of a black comedy, almost parody of the other movies. So I'm curious if this is going to get a good release eventually. But yeah, for the price, you can't really complain. It's
exactly.
I've got it on Vudu as well. Looks good anywhere you see it.
Good for the Hammer collection.
Yeah.
Sure.
And like I said, at least Warner Brothers took care of their movies that they had. And it took them forever to put Satanic Rites of Dracula on Blu-ray, but they all made it out finally.
It's actually had really good reviews, man. Variety magazine even back then said it is good. So
yeah, this movie's it's one of those people either love it or they hate it. There's really no middle ground, I don't think, on this movie, because it's different than your typical Frankenstein movie, because Victor is not trying to build a monster in this one. He's trying to harvest a brain. That's the whole plot. I guess we never did go over the plot of the movie. Well, that's the plot of the movie. Baron Frankenstein is trying to harvest the brain of another scientist who's sort of like him. They both animate the dead and all kinds of fun stuff, but the guy has gone insane and he's locked up in an institution. So Frankenstein is going to get him out of the institution, and he's killed another one of the doctors. And his goal was to switch brains. He's going to put the mad doctor into the other body. I don't know what that was supposed to achieve, but it apparently works. But it's kind of cool in the beginning because there's a burglar and Frankenstein's wearing a white, like, skeleton-looking mask, and
yeah, it was almost like a burn, like he was burned or something.
Yeah. Well, he did get burned in one of these prequels, but they sort of dropped that. But yeah, he actually kills the burglar and throws everybody in this pit. So this is one of the few movies where he
wouldn't get caught. He threw everything away.
He wouldn't get caught. But this is one of the few where he's actually putting hands on and killing people.
So yeah, he was vicious, dude.
Well, he's been through a lot. If you watch the other 4 movies, I think it progresses to this. A lot of people don't agree, but I think it was a good progression.
Like he's just sick of it all, and he's just going to do what he needs to do to get done what he needs to get done.
I think so.
That's the way I took it. And it almost seemed like that other doctor was like they were maybe partners or something at some point, maybe.
I think so. He worked with a lot of people that, and over the years. But in this one, he also comes across a doctor. I guess he's a doctor, an intern or something. Professor named Carl, and I don't know if that's his wife or his girlfriend
or something,
or his hookup or what she was, and blackmails them two into doing his bidding because they're buying illegal narcotics for her mother, who's
they were doing cocaine, man. Or
it was cocaine, wasn't it?
Peter Cushing's like, what is that? Is that cocaine? And you're stealing it from the insane asylum? So that's how he got him. He blackmailed him to do his bidding for sure.
Yeah. So, and
what was the cop, the inspector cop? He kept snorting shit all through the whole movie.
Yeah, he was sort of I wouldn't call him a comedy character, but sort of he's kind of a funny character.
Yeah. I I think it was snuff is what he was snuffing because he put a little on the end of his finger.
But it was cocaine that those.
Yeah, they were doing cocaine.
So yeah, this is a pretty whack movie of and
It was taking place in like the early 1900s or late 1800s, early 1900s too. So
yeah, and they're not in his country, wherever the hell that is. They're like in, I guess it's England. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me.
But they're sort of in the civilized world instead of the backwater worlds of Frankenstein and Dracula, Transylvania and all them places.
Yeah, they had plumbing.
They had plumbing. And so this is he finally gets a hold of the guy he's looking for, the other professor, and they break him out of the asylum, and then the dude has a heart attack. So then they're really forced to put him into a different body, and they do brain surgery. So that's how the guy becomes the creature, because they transfer his brain into the. Who was that other guy they put? Who was the body they took? I don't remember. I think it was another.
Was it the security guard guy?
Might have been. I don't remember, honestly.
I think it might have been.
There's so many professors and doctors in this movie. They must be like at some college town, it feels like, or something. But he's right there with them, and they're talking crap about Baron Frankenstein, and he's sitting there listening to them. They don't recognize him. But this is definitely different. He's a vicious character, and he's not necessarily looking to bring a monster back. He's got other scientific experiments going on. That's why I think a lot of people liked it, because it's not your typical Frankenstein movie.
Yep. Yeah, he was pretty vicious in this, man. That's what sort of freaked me out, because he usually plays more of a meek, mild-mannered kind of character,
Not in this one. And then there's the infamous, famous, basically a rape scene almost.
Yes, there was. That was surprising too.
Yeah. I mean, I say sort of. They don't show it, but they definitely, what's going on.
He'd show him ripping her dress off and shit, though, so close enough.
Now, the thing about that scene was Terrence Fisher, Peter Cushing, and I don't know what the actress's name is offhand. They were all against that, and Hammer forced them to add that scene to the movie, because they said, hey, it's the late 60s. We need to get up into the modern shit here, and we want a rape scene. So the producers forced that on Terrence Fisher and Peter Cushing, and they did not like it.
Yep. All right. You got anything else you want to add?
No, that was a weird way we cut. Usually I give a synopsis, but I kind of like this better.
Yeah, we sort of both chiming in.
Maybe season 6 we'll do this more often, because I don't even think we gave a plot last week of Steak Lands. We just sort of went into it like this.
All right, I guess we'll get into some trivia. There's not much at all. A few things here. Unlike his on-screen persona, Veronica Carlson very much enjoyed working with Peter Cushing. At one point during production, he took her out to dinner with his wife, Mrs. Helen Cushing, which I think it wasn't too long after this that she passed away.
Yeah, she passed away, and that's where he sort of backs off and takes some roles I don't think he necessarily liked. There was a lot of talk that he was tired of playing Frankenstein, but he does such a good job in this movie. I don't think that he did.
Yeah, I know he's so precise with the stuff when he's working on stuff and just setting up his lab and stuff. He's very precise about stuff when he plays that part. So
yeah, well, he's not in the next movie, The Horror of Frankenstein. I don't know exactly why, but like I said, it was almost like a reboot. I doubt we'll ever cover that movie. It's not worth covering.
You don't think so?
No, he comes back in Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, which is a really cool, it's a trippy ass movie.
Cool. That must have been in the 70s then.
Yeah.
It was trippy.
The monster is like an actual almost monkey man monster in that one.
Okay.
Boy, I got all this crazy Hammer knowledge just out of nowhere.
Oh, shit. During filming, Peter Cushing and Veronica Carlson gave an on-set interview. When the interview referred to Cushing as making yet another Hammer horror film, Cushing pretended to burst into tears, and this created laughter on the set. Let's see here. Like we said, this film marks the return of director Terence Fisher after an extended absence from Hammer Productions, as his films were considered too slow and emotional by this point. Fisher has mentioned in multiple interviews and by his daughter's admittance that this film was his personal favorite to make, along with The Horror of Dracula from 1958. After directing this film and The Devil Rides Out from 1968, Fisher would once again be out of the picture for a while due to several car accidents. His final Hammer film was Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell from 1974. So there you go. There's your monster from hell.
There's my monster. He's a monster from hell, all right. Paramount owns that one. I'm curious to see if it's going to get a 4K release.
Who owns that one?
Paramount, because Captain Cronus, the Vampire Hunter movie, is a Paramount movie, and that was the first thing that Hammer released under their new label. So I'm kind of hoping that Monster from Hell gets a good 4K release as well. There's different versions. I know why I'm talking about that movie more than this one, but I'll save it. We'll do that movie soon.
All right. The characters of Inspector Frisch and the police doctor were added to the script at a late stage. I'm glad they added them because that added some like comedy effect.
Yeah, they were a little.
Them two, they were almost like a Laurel and Hardy like type of character.
Fuck, this movie needed it as dark as it was.
Yeah. This was Colette O'Neill's debut movie and the final film of Dorothy Smith. The re-release in Spain was limited and only in subtitled version, and they called it something totally different.
I don't get the name Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. That don't make any sense why they named it that. But I don't know.
Here's some more about the rape scene here. The controversial rape scene was added at the last minute after shooting was nearly complete. Veronica Carlson talked about it in a 2011 interview. She said Hammer studio head Jimmy Carreras came on the set one day upset because the distributors complained there wasn't enough sex in the movie. Well, this was the only sex in the movie.
And it really didn't show anything. It didn't.
No.
It was more implied.
So
like you said, her dress got pulled off, but don't show any nudity.
Let's see here. But instead of making the scene, because they didn't want to do it, so instead of making the scene titillating like previous Hammer films, Fisher used it to show the horrifying act that was as the Baron forced himself on Anna to assert his dominance over her. Carlson said that she and Cushing were disgusted with the scene. Originally, the plan was to have Peter Cushing strip off her blouse, exposing her breast. Carlson had no issue with the nudity, but Cushing refused to do it. He's such a gentleman.
He's a good guy, yeah.
They worked out how to perform to do the scene, and Fisher let them do what they were comfortable with. After they shot the scene, Carlson said that she and Cushing were both upset and trembling. It was the only time that she felt such a somber atmosphere on a horror film. So there you go. That's about all I got for the trivia. Like I said, there wasn't much.
Yeah, I've been kind of going through a few things. I looked at them earlier, and I'm kind of looking at them on the iPad as you were reading that. And there's not a whole lot on this movie. It's just A lot of people think it's one of the better of the Hammer Frankenstein movies, and then again, some people have issues with the fact that he's not trying to create a monster. He's doing brain surgery, so just a matter of opinion, I guess. I mean, I personally, I think at least it's different. It's not the same old, so I don't know.
All
There's
right.
not a lot on it here, It's just it's not as covered. I mean, this is the 5th installment, and it's starting to, I
Wind
think, get
down.
kind of wind down, and then the Horror of Frankenstein comes out next, which again is more of a remake parody movie. So yeah, there's not a lot of information out on this thing. What I know, I've read in my Hammer books, and we covered most of it. So yeah, I guess we'll go to the review.
Yeah, I guess rate. Well, I guess we'll rate it. Or
Well,
you
I'm
want
gonna
to
let
go
you.
first? Or you want me to go first?
I've been going first the past 3 months. I want you to go first on this one because I'm sure everybody knows it's a Frankenstein movie. I'm probably gonna like it, so I'll let you go first.
All right. Well, I like this movie. This is the first time actually I've ever seen it, so uh, that's why I was sort of freaked out about it because he was such a asshole basically in this
So
movie.
I'm educating you on Hammer films, Brett. Isn't that good?
But yeah, I thought the story was good too, the way they were doing it.
And again, he's been through 4 movies of just, he's been burned in some of them, and his hands got messed up in some. He's been through a lot of shit, so that kind of leads you to where he is now. I think it's a good 5th movie in this installment.
Yeah, good storyline. I think they did a great job with the writing of the script for that, for sure. The score, same old Hammer.
James Bernard, I mean, he does a good job with everything.
It's good, but it just sort of gets old after a while. But they changed
Since
that.
the 50s.
Yeah, they changed that in the 70s though, and they started putting the hippie music in and shit like that. So this is probably one of the last scores that was halfway decent for a Hammer horror film. So cinematography was good. They did, and the sets and all that were awesome as usual. They always do the good creepy shit, man. Like the interiors of the buildings and stuff like that. They do a great job. Actually, the blood was actually pretty good in this too. I was surprised.
Yeah, by this point, they've gotten to where they can show blood more. It's the late 60s. They don't have to make it the pink looking shit that England or Britain or whatever they were called. What the film I can't remember the name of that film bunch.
Horror red lipstick color.
Yeah. British Film Commission, I think it was very strict about that in the early days.
But yeah, they had decapitated heads and stuff. They did a good job on the special effects and the blood for sure. Cushing, he just knocked it out of the park, man. I was very amazed at the way he did this movie. He did a great job in it. Everybody else, it's basically the same people that's in every other fucking Hammer film too. So a lot of them.
Yeah. They just
they recycle a lot of people,
I think they do, but that was sort of the whole point back then, I think.
That's a Hammer thing, man.
Yeah.
It's like what's his name? Always has his same people in all his movies.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah, Rob Zombie and oh fuck, what's his name?
Tarantino does that a lot.
Yeah, too. Yeah. Which both are big fans of Hammer films, so
very true, very true.
We're gonna have to do a Tarantino film here soon.
Yeah, we talked about doing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I think we need to do that.
It's got, I almost call him Marilyn Manson. It's got Charlie Manson in it, so I think that qualifies as evil.
Yep, for sure. All right, back to where we were. Like I said, first time I seen this, looked great. Everything looked great on it. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
I'm impressed. I wasn't sure you were going to like this one.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite one out of all of them I've seen so far. So,
Well, we missed.
or that I remember seeing anyway.
Yeah.
Because I seen a lot of horror films back when I was a little kid too, and
Right. Yeah.
sort of stirs back memories. Oh, I remember that on some stuff, So yeah,
Very true.
I'll give it a 3.5.
How's your Willie Nelson drink or whatever the hell it is?
I think it's actually better than the Cheech and Chong, man. I'm feeling a little more buzzed on my second one.
Got a good Willie Nelson drink there. That's good to know, I guess. I don't know.
I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. What was that song?
I have no idea what you're even talking about now.
Somebody made up a song about never smoking weed with Willie again. I forget, some other country star, I forget. But anyway, tasty too. So, all right, your turn.
Well, I've already kind of given a lot of my opinions of this. It's a different Frankenstein from the other ones, and after Bride of whatever they called it, Frankenstein Created Woman, they needed to go in a different direction because that movie is terrible. It really is. I can't even watch that one. This is good. I mean, again, I think it really puts Victor in a good spot. Well, a bad spot, but you know what I mean, as far as his character. And gives Peter Cushing a lot to work with that he didn't have in prior installments. Yeah, the little bumbling inspector doesn't really bother me because this sort of needed a little bit of humor because it's such a darker movie than we're used to with the Frankensteins. And you said everything right. Good cinematography, the score, typical Hammer score. Peter Cushing just knocks it out of the park. The Carl and the girl, they do a good job. I don't have a problem with the fact he's not trying to reanimate the dead in this one because
I don't either, man. I don't either.
The guy is a scientist, a mad scientist, of course. So, this shows something else he got into. And I'd agree. That is not a creature once he puts the brain in the other guy, but they're going to call it that because a Frankenstein movie has to have a creature. So there you go.
I guess because he had a scar on his head that
he does have a scar on his head.
Considered a creature, yeah.
From brain surgery. Look at that. I'm wearing a Joe's Garage shirt tonight. What do you think?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's old. Fuck.
I just go into the back of the closet and pulled something that wasn't a Texas Ranger shirt out. So, yeah, I'll probably give this thing a 4 because I do like it. But I like, and this might be a little controversial, I like the Hammer Frankenstein movies more than I do the Dracula movies in most cases.
Okay.
Except for that, I don't care for that Frankenstein Created Woman and then the horror of Frankenstein that comes next. It is what it is. It's sort of a separate thing there, but I give this a 4. I like it. I like the story. Cushing is awesome in it. I just want a good freaking version of this instead of this bare bones Blu-ray that we've had for the last 10 years. So hopefully within the next, I don't know, some point we'll get a good, get a 4K on this bitch. And by the way, it is rated PG-13 according to the back. That must be a new rating because they didn't have that back in the day.
Yeah, that's true.
I saw on one movie poster when I was researching it, this movie was rated X somewhere. Rated X.
Probably because of that rape scene.
X, here we go. There's the X right there.
X.
Yeah, it got rated X. It was a poster from I don't know where, but it said, this movie is rated X.
Huh. That's crazy.
So yeah, I like this movie and I recommend it.
Yeah, definitely recommend it. Well worth the $8.
Yeah.
For sure. Pick it up.
Now just give me a $40 4K and I'll be happy. I'm a fucking troll, dude. There's nothing wrong with this Blu-ray, but I still want a freaking 4K of
There
it.
ain't nothing wrong with that Blu-ray. I think it looks beautiful, dude. I don't see how it
does.
can get much better, man.
It won't, but I still want Hammer to put out a 4K and put all kinds of bonus materials. I don't think there is a lot of bonus materials because we've covered pretty much everything we know about this movie tonight.
Exactly.
I like my camera. It's actually moving.
Maybe they could dig up that interview, that on-set interview they did. That might be cool.
Yeah, but see, I like the way my camera keeps focusing in and out. I like that.
Yeah, you got that autofocus on.
I do, and it's working.
I might try to do that with mine one day. Fuck with it a little bit and see how it works. Now that
what's funny, once I leave the set completely, it focuses on Leatherface usually. Let's see if it does it.
Yeah, it does. Focuses on all them guys.
Yeah, well, it looks for a face, and I think Leatherface
pans out. It pans out.
Leatherface looks more like a face than some of the other guys, I guess. We've also added a new person to the set here. This evil red skull. Look at him.
I got a couple of these skulls. I might paint them like some funky colors, man.
I like that red skull.
He's good.
He's going to be in the haunted house this year.
Dude, these are solid. These ain't no plastic. These are heavy, man.
Look at this thing.
I got these at the 99-cent store. They were actually 99 cents a piece.
Look at this thing right here I found him out in the garage. He's a chrome skull. But he's not solid. He's actually not
like
solid.
Like an old Bucky head.
Yeah. But hear that? This thing's it's a good chrome skull. Found him in the garage. He goes good on my little metal table that I put my drinks on.
Yeah, we got one more log to get rid of, and that's it from that goddamn tree in the backyard over there, man.
One more log. I guess we'll do it in the morning if we wake up.
Let's just hope that other tree, one limb about fell on me the other day already. It scared the shit out of me.
It did almost fall on you.
It was windy. We had probably 45-mile-an-hour winds.
Well, we're now into the heat of the summer. We probably won't get those winds again, and we ain't gonna get any rain. So we got everything in good shape. We just got to build a vampire wall, finish your fence, and I got to work in the museum, and that thing will be ready to go. Plus a lot of electric work.
Yes.
And I need black camo. Black camo. That's my main thing I need.
Well, there's your update for the haunt. So
we just updated the haunt because we have a little bit of time to kill because this movie went quick.
Yes, it did. And should we tell what movie we're doing for the
if you want to
season 6?
I'm not really looking forward to it now because you're not going to shut up about it. You're going to talk for 2 hours.
Hey, it's the new season, man. Gotta celebrate a little bit.
I suppose. We got a new logo. We got new t-shirts. We brought back the theme song that Chris made for us that sort of disappeared by accident, I think.
Yeah, you can see the new logo up in the corner of the screen.
You can't see that thing.
If you look at it close enough.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, if you look at it close enough, but it should be on the intro. I don't know when you're putting that out.
Got to figure that out too. Got it figured out. So
tell them.
We're going to be doing Halloween 1978. We were originally going to do that for our very first show.
Yes, we were.
So we're going to
we had of.
You wish we had of. So it'd be over with and done.
Would have been over with.
And anyway, we're going to have a special. Should I say who our special guest is going to be?
No, make them wait.
Make them wait. Okay, we're going to have a special guest on with us to celebrate and review the movie with us. So tune in.
You're going to be pissed if I give that movie a 3, aren't you?
I won't hold it against you, man.
Well, I wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying.
Oh. Would you shit if I gave it a 4?
You're going to give it a 5. Everybody knows that.
Uh,
You gave Halloween 2
So
a
you-
4.5.
I gave Halloween 2 a 4.5.
Yeah.
That episode that don't exist anymore.
What happened to that episode?
Remember, it didn't video me.
Oh, was it just me?
Yeah, it was just you and me talking. It was just you on the screen.
That's true. I forgot about that.
And then
Yeah, you gave it.
and my audio was screwed up or something too. It was something that was all fucked up. So
Yeah.
it got deleted. We might have to.
I ain't doing it again. Well,
Surprise, surprise.
I think that's all for this week.
All right, everybody.
We got 2 weeks till Texas Hunters Convention. I think there's still a pass if anybody will email
Yep.
Brett.
We got 1 pass left, and you can actually take 2 people on the 1 pass if you're just going for 1 day. And
So
it's,
email Brett.
email Brett or message me on the group. If you're in the group, message me. So
Yeah. Shout out to Michael Imke. Took one of the other passes. He's a guy I work with who's a big horror movie fanatic and cosplayer. He's usually at Texas Frightmare Weekend every year.
didn't he dress up as a woman this year?
Yeah, he did.
I thought you had a new girlfriend there.
No, that was Imke. Good guy. Like him a lot.
Well, cool, man. Glad they're going to go to good use. So, but anyway, thanks for watching and listening, and we will talk to you next week.
Stay evil.
Season premiere. Stay evil, everybody.
Transplant his brain. If I don't, it'll die through lack of oxygen. But that would mean you have to remove someone else's brain to do it. Of course, Carl. How else? What have you done to him? What have you done to him?
Let me go! Help me! In the name of God, somebody help me!
There is no one in the world who can help you except me. You must leave this house after what I've done tonight. You must be completely trapped.
I won't go without you, Carl. The police! They're searching all the houses.